Hello everyone and welcome back to more Fantasy Live. In today's video, I'm going to tell you guys about something very underrated in this game, and that's going to be the Goddess Fruit Exchange inside Marco's shop. I recently made a video covering how you can get pretty much an infinite amount of Goddess Fruits, and inside of that video, I already kind of covered what you can buy with them. But I definitely want to do a more in-depth video covering the very last tab over here, because I don't think a lot of people even know this exists. So in this game, every time you clear a treasure grove, you're going to get Goddess Fruits as a reward, and with those fruits you can buy all sorts of stuff over here in the fruit exchange. Now if you want to unlock the ability to buy every single thing in here, you want to make sure that you level up Marco's shop rating here to level 5. And something else that not a lot of people might know about is you also want to make sure to level up the bulletin board on your base camp to the max level. That's because one of the final rewards over here for reaching level 10 is one last expansion for Marco's shop. So make sure you do those things, get a max shop rating and max out your bulletin board on your main island. After that, you should be able to buy every single thing over here, provided you have enough Goddess Fruits, of course. So you can buy all sorts of stuff over here in the fruit exchange, such as these exclusive pieces of armor. You can buy some consumables. You can buy Redux stones, which I definitely don't recommend doing. You can buy Colm's donuts over here. You can buy a bunch of recipes, but most importantly, and the thing that I'm going to focus on in today's video, is you can go to other. So without any further ado, let's just go ahead and buy the eye and hair catalogs so I can show you what they actually are. We're going to talk about the makeover boxes a little bit later. So once you bought those eye and hair catalogs, you're probably wondering where you can even change the appearance of your character, and for some reason that's not something you can do inside of the main menu, but you have to talk to this sketchy plushling over here. So talking to Boyle over here, you have the option to change your appearance. I've actually never even done that myself, so pretty curious. Maybe I'll unlock a new favorite hairstyle or eye shape. So starting from here, we have all of the new hairstyles in the game. I'm not going to cover every single one over here. Just know that there's going to be quite a few that have been added. I think like 1/4 of the total amount of hairstyles actually come from unlocking the like the new ones with the Goddess Fruits. So there's definitely a lot of new hairstyles for you to choose from. It is pretty expensive though. I think it was 10 Goddess Fruits for the first expansion, I guess, for hairstyles, and then 15 Goddess Fruits for the next one. So definitely kind of expensive if you want to unlock every single hairstyle in the game. And I believe it's the same with the eyes over here. So the first one of the new eyes over here, the curly lashes, I'm yet again not gonna literally cover every single one here, but just know that there's kind of a lot that they added as well. I believe even half of the eye shapes we have in the game right now came from buying the expansion, so that is pretty cool. So yeah, keep in mind, this is how you change the appearance of your character and also how you unlock all of the hairstyles and eye shapes in the game. Now one more thing, and definitely the coolest thing in my opinion that you can buy over here, are the makeover boxes. Now these pretty much unlock, I thought it was a different outfit, but apparently it's just a recolor for all of the buddies in the game. So I have 16 Goddess Fruits remaining. I'm just gonna buy 3 of these boxes right now, which apparently you can buy in bulk. That is really nice. So let's go ahead. We're gonna buy 3 of these boxes. They literally tell us over here 150 different looks yet to be unlocked. Celestia's gifts will be awarded afterwards. Okay, interesting. So if you already have all of the looks in the game, if you buy more makeover boxes, you're gonna get Celestia's gifts as a fallback reward. But let's go ahead. We're gonna exchange and let's see what we get. I'm really hoping for some female outfits, which let's go. We actually got them, dude. We literally have 2 Monica recolors. So we have Monica color 2 and Monica color 3 over here. Not 2 colors that I personally really enjoy. I think I'm just gonna keep her normal one. And then over here we got Rouge color 1, which is a really cool one. I don't know if I prefer this over the original Rouge, but just to freshen things up, let's maybe change into like Rouge color 1 and Monica color 2. So let's go party formation. I can't wait for that update to drop where we can just change our party formation in the menu. But for now, we still have to do things this way. So let's take Rouge over here along, and then we're gonna take Monica. All right, there we go. So they are still in their normal outfits right now. Let's head over to the past. So here we go. They are still in their normal outfits, as you can see, but I believe by going over to the encyclopedia and then going to characters, I think right over here somewhere is where we can change them into their different looks. So every single one of them, I think at least, is gonna have 3 more colors you can get them in. So let's go to Monica over here. We have the 2nd and 3rd color. So going to color number 2, the clothes actually do also change, or at least they get recolored. That is really nice. They even recolor like the X's on her blouse mouse or whatever that is. That is really cool. They literally change her hair color, they change her eye color, skin color, they change the flowers on her head or skirt. They even change her shoes. Yeah, this is really cool actually. It's a totally different Monica. This one is really like Barbie-like. I really don't like this one, but I actually kind of like this color. I'm gonna keep that for a second. So that's gonna be it for Monica. Let's go ahead and look up where Rouge is. That's gonna be right over here. So this is default Rouge, and this is gonna be the recolor. I think I prefer this one. I'm a big fan of the red hair. I do like the blue armor she has on right here. So hey, let's just go ahead and go with that color for now. And it doesn't seem like it's loaded in yet, so we're probably gonna have to enter a house and leave for the actual like color change to take effect. Actually, no, they still didn't change colors. Do I have to like fly somewhere, or did I not put in the colors correctly? Let's see. No, still didn't work. There must be something that I'm still missing then. Okay, so I found out what you actually have to do. You can check out every single character's color by going over to the encyclopedia, but this is not where you actually make them change into that color variation. The way that you do that is by going over to characters, and then you have the option to change their look if you have any of their colors unlocked. So over here, Magmia, for example, does not have any alternate colors yet. I haven't unlocked those, so she does not have the option, but Monica and Rouge do. So let's change their look with Y, and then we're going to be able to select the different colors. So let's go ahead and change them into this one, and then for Monica, we're going to go into this color, and let's see. Yeah, the change is going to immediately take effect. Okay, that's pretty cool, man. It definitely feels like you have some different characters in your team. Wait, why did their colors changed again? What's going on? They like teleported somewhere and they just changed colors? That's strange. But if you take a look at the bottom left, they're still in their like recolored versions. That is so weird. What if I jump up on the mount? Why is Magmia running? No, they still are not in their new colors. What's going on? That's strange, man. That's definitely some sort of bug they have to fix, I believe. That's pretty annoying. All right, so I just changed their colors again. Let's take a look. If I get too far away from them, or if I like teleport or like climb up a mountain, do they just revert back to their normal color? Yeah, look at that. If I off-screen them, they revert back to their normal colors. That's definitely some sort of bug they need to fix, and now they're back already. Dude, that's weird. There's definitely something weird going on with the different character colors. I don't know what causes it to change, but please look into that level 5, because spending 5 goddess fruits for new character colors is pretty expensive, so I would like for them to work properly. But with that, it's pretty much gonna be it for the goddess fruit exchange over here. You can also get a bunch of recipes if you want to do that. There's gonna be some pretty cools in here, like the, I don't know, like the dragon wings, for example. The Hagram doll is pretty cool. Renoa's throne is a very cool recipe. The mysterious door as well, a very cool reference to the old 3DS game. There are just a bunch of pretty cool recipes in here that you also can unlock with the goddess fruits, but I still very much prefer the makeover boxes over here, just allowing you to get your characters in a different color. It feels very refreshing to always have these same characters in your team and finally be able to change them up a little bit. So I do hope they're gonna fix that, where they just randomly change back into their normal color. That's kind of strange. But anyways, I definitely wanted to let you guys know that this is something you can do in the game, because I feel like it doesn't really tell you this, or actually I do think there's some type of pop-up where they tell you can actually buy these, but they should definitely put some more attention towards this, because this is something very cool that you can do, and I feel like most people don't know this is something available to them. So with that, let me know if you already knew these makeover boxes were a thing, and how many outfits or recolors have you unlocked yourself. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more stuff just like this, definitely don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Not even 5% of the people watching my videos are actually subscribed, so I would appreciate it a lot if you would do so. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, later. Bye.